Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. At 46, life took an unexpected turn for me. It was a moment that felt like the ground beneath me had shifted, leaving me unsteady and unsure of what lay ahead. Divorce, a word I never thought I'd utter, became my reality in 2019. The dissolution of a marriage that had spanned over 2 decades was not just an end, but a profound transformation. Suddenly, I was a single mother navigating the turbulent waters of separation, financial strain, and the ever-present challenges of raising young children. Each day felt like a battle, but also a testament to my resilience. The weight of the world felt heavy on my shoulders, and the future seemed uncertain. Nights were long and filled with worry, as I pondered how to rebuild a life from the fragments of the past. Little did I know that amidst the chaos, a new chapter was about to unfold, one that would redefine my relationship with myself and ignite a passion I thought was lost. It was a journey that began with small steps, each one leading me closer to a newfound sense of self. It was a journey of self-discovery, of shedding societal expectations and embracing the woman I was always meant to be. I found solace in activities that brought me joy, like yoga and dancing, which became my sanctuary. This awakening wasn't just personal, it was a reflection of a larger cultural shift, a movement of sorts among women my age, Generation X. We were finding our voices, supporting each other, and redefining what it meant to be a woman in her 40s and beyond. We were breaking free from the shackles of our past, embracing our sexuality with a newfound confidence and freedom. It was liberating to realize that our desires and needs were valid and worth celebrating. This wasn't the narrative we grew up with. Our mothers and grandmothers had lived under different societal norms, often suppressing their true selves to fit into predefined roles. Sex, for our generation, had been shrouded in fear, guilt, and societal judgment. But something had shifted. We were beginning to see the beauty in our own stories, the strength in our vulnerabilities. We were no longer willing to accept the limitations imposed upon us. We were standing up, speaking out, and demanding to be seen and heard. We were ready to rewrite the rules. Together, we were crafting a new narrative, one that celebrated our strength, our wisdom, and our unyielding spirit. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, the landscape of sex and relationships was vastly different. It was a time marked by a distinct lack of open dialogue about these topics, shrouded in a veil of conservatism and societal expectations. We came of age in a time when date rape was a whispered secret, a dark cloud that loomed over social interactions, often leaving victims voiceless and unsupported. When inappropriate advances from authority figures were brushed aside, dismissed as mere misunderstandings or harmless flirtations, leaving many feeling powerless and isolated. And when workplace harassment was an unfortunate reality, a silent epidemic that many endured in fear of losing their jobs or facing further victimization. The threat of unwanted pregnancy loomed large, a constant source of anxiety for many women, compounded by limited access to reproductive health services and societal judgment. The pressure to find a partner, settle down and procreate was ever present, driven by cultural norms that equated a woman's worth with her marital and maternal status. Sex was often seen as a means to an end, a necessary step towards fulfilling societal expectations, rather than an act of mutual pleasure and connection. A transaction rather than an expression of pleasure and intimacy, leaving many feeling disconnected and unfulfilled in their relationships. Fast forward to the 2020s, and the sands have shifted dramatically. The world has evolved, and with it, our understanding and approach to sex and relationships. A new wave of openness and acceptance has swept through society, challenging outdated norms and embracing diversity in all its forms. This shift has paved the way for more inclusive and honest conversations, challenging outdated norms and embracing diversity in all its forms, allowing people to express their true selves without fear of judgment or retribution. We are living in an era where conversations about sex are no longer taboo, where open dialogue is encouraged, and where education about consent and healthy relationships is becoming the norm, where women are encouraged to explore their desires, to understand their bodies, and to seek out what truly makes them happy without societal constraints, and where pleasure is no longer a dirty word, but a vital part of a fulfilling and balanced life. This newfound freedom has created a space for women, especially those in the Gen X demographic, to redefine their relationship with sex and embrace it on their own terms. They are now able to prioritize their own happiness and well-being, to redefine their relationship with sex and embrace it on their own terms, fostering a sense of empowerment and liberation that was previously unimaginable. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. This shift in perspective is partly due to the fact that many Gen X women are finally free from the responsibilities that once consumed their lives. For years, they juggled the demands of raising children, managing households, and building careers, often putting their own needs and desires on the back burner. With their children grown and their careers established, they have the time and energy to focus on themselves. This period of life offers a unique opportunity to reconnect with their partners, explore new hobbies, and invest in personal growth. They are no longer burdened by the demands of motherhood or the pressures of climbing the corporate ladder. Instead, they can pursue passions that were once set aside, whether it's traveling, learning a new skill, or simply enjoying quiet moments of reflection. This newfound freedom allows them to explore their own desires and rediscover the joy of intimacy. Many find that their relationships deepen as they have more time to connect on a meaningful level, both emotionally and physically. Moreover, advancements in contraception and reproductive health have given women greater control over their bodies and their choices. Access to reliable contraception means they can enjoy their sexuality without the constant worry of an unplanned pregnancy. The fear of unwanted pregnancy is no longer the deterrent it once was, allowing women to approach sex with more confidence and less anxiety. This sense of control and security has a profound impact on their overall well-being, but perhaps the most significant factor contributing to this sexual resurgence is a change in attitude. Gen X women are embracing a new sense of self-worth and empowerment, recognizing that their desires and needs are valid and important. Gen X women are done apologizing for who they are and what they want. They are stepping into their power, unapologetically expressing their sexuality, and setting boundaries that honor their true selves. They are embracing their sexuality with a boldness and honesty that is both refreshing and inspiring. This newfound confidence is not just about sex. It's about living authentically and fully, celebrating every aspect of who they are. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. This cultural shift is not just anecdotal. It's reflected in the media we consume. Netflix, the streaming giant, has recognized this demographic shift, creating a category specifically for grown-ass women living their best lives. These shows and movies feature middle-aged women as protagonists, exploring their sexuality, navigating complex relationships, and defying ageist stereotypes. They are not relegated to the sidelines as mothers or grandmothers. They are front and center, living life on their own terms. Hollywood has also taken notice, with A-list actresses like Nicole Kidman and Laura Dern, both in their late 50s, starring in movies where they have passionate affairs with younger men. These roles challenge the double standard that often plagues Hollywood, proving that women can be desirable and sexually active well into their later years. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Section 5. Silver Screen Sirens. These portrayals are not just for entertainment, they are reflections of a changing societal landscape.
They give permission to women of all ages to embrace their sexuality and to reject the notion that they somehow become invisible or undesirable as they age.
The impact of these representations cannot be overstated.
For years, older women have been marginalized and stereotyped in the media.
They are often portrayed as asexual beings, their stories relegated to the sidelines.
But this new wave of representation is changing the narrative.
It is empowering women to embrace their age and their sexuality, to challenge societal norms, and to live their lives to the fullest.
Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Section 6. Literary Liaisons. The literary world has also seen a surge in books exploring the complexities of female sexuality, particularly among older women. Gillian Anderson, best known for her role as the intelligent and enigmatic Agent Scully in The X-Files, released a book titled Want, delving into the realm of female sexual fantasies. Glynis MacNichol's memoir, I'm Mostly Here to Enjoy Myself, chronicles her experiences navigating love, sex, and life in Paris, proving that adventure and pleasure don't have an expiration date. Molly Roden-Winter's More tackles the complexities of open marriage, while Miranda July's All Fours explores the realities of perimenopausal sex with raw honesty and humor. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Section 7. Generation X. Finding Their Voice. These books, along with countless others, are sparking conversations and challenging taboos. They are giving voice to a generation of women who have been silenced for far too long, encouraging them to embrace their desires and to demand more from their relationships. So why is this sexual resurgence happening now, particularly among Gen X women? It's a confluence of factors. This generation came of age during a time of social and political upheaval. They witnessed the rise of feminism, the AIDS epidemic, and the fight for LGBTQ+ rights. They were on the front lines of change, demanding equality and challenging the status quo. It's no surprise then that they are now applying that same rebellious spirit to their own lives, refusing to be defined by outdated societal norms. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Section 8. The Power of Self-Discovery. Gen X women are also at a stage in their lives where they have the wisdom and experience to know what they want. They have weathered storms, overcome challenges, and emerged stronger on the other side. They have learned to prioritize their own needs and to set boundaries. They are no longer willing to settle for mediocre relationships or unfulfilling sexual experiences. This newfound self-awareness, coupled with a deep-seated desire for authenticity, is driving their pursuit of pleasure and intimacy. They are done playing by the rules, they are rewriting them. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Section 9. Embracing the Journey. The message is clear. It is time to embrace our sexuality at every stage of life. This isn't just about sex, it's about self-love, self-acceptance, and the freedom to live authentically. It's about challenging outdated notions of what it means to be a woman, a wife, a mother, a lover. It's about embracing the journey, celebrating our bodies, and demanding the pleasure and intimacy we deserve. So, let us celebrate this sexual revolution, this reclaiming of desire, this unapologetic pursuit of pleasure. Let us rewrite the narrative and create a world where women of all ages feel empowered to embrace their sexuality and live their lives to the fullest. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia.